So you are on week 4 and I am extremely proud of you if you have taken it till here. I will tell you something interesting, not everybody has come in till here. They are still on the group, but they have already dropped off from the challenge, or they are lagging from behind. Very few people, not many, but still few of them have dropped off. And it takes a lot of zeal, a lot of persistence, a lot of guts to come all the way into this challenge till the end. You are already till here and you are almost there to the finish line. So I am really proud of you and I want you to keep this up. Now today you are going to start your big fat book, right? We had chosen 3 books, you are already done with 2 books. Now today is your 3rd book, the big fat book that you had already chosen to read over this week. We are going to learn to manage obesity, not the obesity of human beings, but the obesity of books, right? How to finish and manage big fat books, that is what you are going to do in this week. Now the basic process is something that you already know. You know you have to first read the summary of the book, then you scan through the book. That is what you are going to do today. Read the summary of the book and scan through the book. As far as the book is concerned, that is all you are going to do today. The actual reading begins tomorrow. Yet there is something else that you are going to do today. If you remember the first book, we had your family involved. In the second book, I asked you to discuss with your friends or colleague. Now the third book, very powerful thing, very powerful thing. You are going to discuss this book with unknown people. I want you to put up a post requesting a time or telling people that you are going to read this book and you want to discuss this book on the coming Sunday within the next 5-6 days, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever, fine, and tell them you are going to read this book in the week and you are going to want to discuss, get on a call, get on a video call with somebody to discuss this book. This you can do on this group itself, where you can involve other people in the group if they are interested in your book. Or you can simply find the Facebook fan page of the author or the Facebook fan page of the group of that book, and somewhere on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, somewhere you will find people who like this book. And if you put a post there, a message there, I am sure many people will jump onto the offer to have a discussion with you. Keep it short, tell them it is going to be only 20 minutes or 30 minutes, so they know they are not putting in too much time. But that is going to be really wonderful. You are going to now make more connections. Not only the new connections of knowledge that you make in your brain from the book, but also the new connections that are externally with more people interested in the kind of books that you love. These people will then later in your life also motivate you and you will motivate them and create new networks for you to read different kinds of books and to do different kinds of things. You never know what connection can take you where, can be useful where, right? So I want you to do that. Find the Facebook fan page or the group or the books group or some LinkedIn page, something on social media you will find about this book. Put up a post there and invite people to have a discussion with you regarding this book. I tell you, it's going to be very powerful, really very powerful. Okay, this is something that you want to do. Now I want to do 2 more things. One thing is I want you to choose your reward. How are you going to reward yourself after you have read this book and mind mapped it and communicated it with these unknown people? What's the reward you are going to give to yourself for creating more friends around you, for creating more connections around you, and for finishing this book? Choose that reward now, keep that in your mind so it will motivate you till the end. Now one more thing that I want you to do today on the sidelines is I want you to think of people who have fascinated you more. People whom you have been following, people whom you would want to learn from, those great achievers. It could be a politician, it could be a business person, it could be a spiritual person, it could be anything and anybody, right? Somebody who has really achieved it big in his lifetime or her lifetime, and I want you to find out if there is a book on that person. It can be a biography, autobiography, whatever it is. It should be a book either on that person or by that person. And I want you to be ready with that book with you. This book we are going to read in the next week. So current week you have already chosen a book, we are going through that book, but I want you to be ready with a biography that you are going to read in the next week. The reason I am telling you so much in advance is so that you can have that book with you. If you need to order it, if it takes time for the shipment to happen, it will be with you by the time you touch that book on next Monday. So make sure you have some biography or autobiography in your head that you are going to deal with over the next week. There is a certain way to deal with biographies and autobiographies, and I am going to tell that to you in the next week, but I want you to have that book. Okay. So quick revision, what are we doing today? Number 1, you will take this big fat book, the book number 3 in the challenge. That's going to make you feel like I have achieved the first step of the challenge. right, finishing 3 books. So, in that book you are going to read the summary and you are going to scan through the book, fine. Then you are also going to declare it to some unknown people on social media or anywhere who are going to then get on a call with you at the end of the week. You can do it on this group as well, on your own Facebook group. And then I want you to choose a reward that you will reward yourself with after finishing the challenge, and also find out one autobiography or biography that you want to read next week. Just have it handy with you, so it's already available by the time the next week begins. So that's about it today, and I'll see you tomorrow in another video.